It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Chiefs and the Steelers under the lights on Sunday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Lewis selects to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. That one's taken in by Spears. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Part of check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now Burrow. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Spears is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself there.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson powering forward and still fighting. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 100 with a victory last week. And Charles, you think this is a very important week for him, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out come the Chiefs now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. from the 43. Here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Spears.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude.
Here's Burrow. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not.
He's got him in, complete. Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback is.
Now Burrow loses the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
is made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
Fights off the defender. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. These two teams all tied after one.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Open man complete downfield to Davis.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Giovanni Ricci, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got out there to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. Shreds the tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
Hand off to Spears.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here's a give to Spears.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or something.
Perfectly, and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st down, Steelers.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Montgomery fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Now Lewis selects to return it.
And they can't bring him down.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. KC's offense ready to take over.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Burrow looking to pass.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding. Offense.
Looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now,
as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, Burrow. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down.
Then quickly brought down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through.
He's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Corner, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.